Why does breaking up hurt even when they treated you horribly? So long story short, I've been, 27, with a man, 31, for about 5 years. We had a child together who's now 3, and in the past 5 years we've been off and on every few months due to him cheating, lying to me constantly, and me becoming toxic due to all of this. He ended up having a baby on me when our child was 3 months old, which we broke up for a while, but I got back with him only to get a drunk FaceTime call with him and another woman naked, which he made up a whole story about. He was raped by her, and I somehow believed it, so I stayed. Fast forward a few months later, after having sex with him, I develop a rash on my inner thigh. I get checked out and test positive for HSV. He's acting clueless as to how we could have gotten this. Mind you, we both have been off and on, so we were both doing our own thing time to time, but I was never reckless during this time. A year later I find out he has been having sexual relations with a whole prostitute, and that's who he was naked with on the FaceTime call as well. I stayed because I felt like nobody would ever want to be with me again knowing I have HSV now. We got into a bad fight the other day and I shouted I want to break up. And we did, and he left and hasn't returned. I feel a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders due to the fact I was mentally battling the fact he had a whole baby on me. He most likely gave me HSV, and he was sleeping with prostitutes. Not to mention he's verbally and physically abusive, and I'm literally scared of him. He has broken my phones more than once, put his hands on me, even while pregnant, and he actually disfigured my face 2 years ago on Valentine's Day. We have about 3 DV cases on file, SMH. Because I kept questioning him about a bunch of random numbers in his phone that he would not show me who they were, so he pegged my phone into my eye, and it was bad. But why do I still feel guilty knowing I just kicked him out? He has nowhere to go, and my child probably won't see him as consistently as he was while living here. I guess it's because most of this happened in the past and I either stayed or went right back, so I feel like I'm wrong for coming back and then randomly deciding I'm fed up and don't want to live this way anymore. I know I made the right choice, but for some reason I still am hurting.